This one is going to hit home on a lot of people. Stop hiring I don't want to say it, but I got to say it because I know a lot of them. Stop hiring videographers and start creating video assets. Stop hiring videographers and start creating video core assets. Now, what do you mean by that, Jeremiah? This one is going to hurt a lot of business owners, and we're going to get into the nitty and gritty on it. A lot of business owners that are owners or founders, they hire a videographer, they do some work, and then something even happens with the relationship with them and the videographer, and then down the road, they just let them go. And then down the road, they end up hiring somebody else, whether that's for cheaper, or whether that's for the same amount of money or more. But they keep repeating the same process. And I'm going to really paint a picture for a business owner and a videographer on how they need to work together. This is like Kobe and Shaq. This is like, you know, this is like Drake and Lil Wayne when they, you know, did their thing. This is like, you know what I'm talking about. This is like peanut butter and jelly, yo. This is how I want you to start thinking about if you have a relationship with a videographer. And the reason why I can talk about this is because there was 2 companies that I worked for where I was the videographer and I helped scale them to 7 figures. I'm going to give you a picture to paint in your head as I tell you this story. And I want you to really understand why you should just either you can hire my team to start creating these video core assets, or you can hire back your videographer and y'all create a better relationship. But I'm going to really start painting the picture on why I want the videographers to understand this story, and I'm going to paint the picture for the owner side too. So picture this. Let's pick a company. Let's pick a detailing company. There's a detailing company and they're in your local city. And that detailing company is running Google ads, LinkedIn ads, YouTube ads, and they're trying to get more leads. But they haven't really did the mundane of putting out content so people can believe or even be trustworthy in who they are and what they're doing based off of this detailing that they're servicing their community. Now, the owner says, oh, matter of fact, let's go hire a videographer to do what? On every detailing of the month that buys the highest package, we want to record that and we want to use that as a video so we can make videos and start posting this content. Now, that videographer comes in, they vet the videographer, tell him what he's supposed to do, boom, 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 boom. Now that videographer is a contracted worker working with the owner. His job is to create videos, and that's it. Now, in your world, as the owner, if you're watching this, that's all you see him as. I want you to stop doing that. I want you to stop seeing him as just a videographer. What I want you to see him as is someone that is literally shifting the way your company is looking based off how you perceive things, or how you want people to perceive you. Now, if you're a videographer, what I want you to think about is you are the exact painter the exact eyes on how people are going to perceive this client when it comes down to the awareness they want to get from new individuals that are seeing their business, right? So we got our owner and we got our videographer, but I don't want the owner to think it's the videographer like he's just a videographer, he's an artist. And I don't want the videographer to think he's just a videographer either. I want him to understand that you're an artist, bro. You're literally painting the way this company looks. Now, with that being said, I want you guys to open up and I want you to merge together. The reason why I want you to merge together is because everything that you think as an owner, your new ideas, your shop opening up in different locations, you talking and going to networking meetings as an owner or operator or whatever you're doing as the owner and founder needs to be recorded. People don't just buy from companies now, they buy from personal brands. Now let's switch to the other side. If you're the videographer or you're the artist, I want to paint this owner as what? The best in his industry. I want to tailor every image, every video that I capture and setting him as an authoritative figure based off of the angles that I'm getting. Breaking down all the way down to, I don't even care if he's speaking on stage and how the lighting is looking. I want to get the best shots. I want to understand that if I get the best shots, I can make something called a video core asset that can dial in on setting him or her as the authoritative figure in their industry. The more I get the best shots and paint and be the artist of this company, I then do what? I not set myself up just to be a videographer, but I also set myself up to do what? Be the front page image that people see off back when they ask what? Yo, who does your content, bro? Do you know what business owners love the most? They love the most when somebody asks them, yo, I've been seeing the stuff you've been pushing out lately, bro. I'm loving it. When they, bro, I've been seeing that new content that you've been posting. I'm loving it. When they start hearing conversations about what they took action on with you as the videographer being the artist, when they start hearing that, they then start to think about who? You. Now, as these conversations get more dialed in and the image of the company and the personal brand becomes more, I would say, tuned based off of the business owner's frequency and where he sees himself at that time or her. You, as a videographer, or I'm saying this again, you're the artist, you are going to naturally start to do what? Merge with their thought process. But you have something that they don't have and they have something that you don't have. And that's why both of you together create something that when people see it, they see both of you. They know, trust me, I'm gonna tell you this. People that are looking at business owners that create amazing content know that they're just not doing that themselves. They know that they have a team or somebody doing it for them. That gets the owner thinking like, yo, I don't want my boy to leave, so I'm gonna have to pay this man more, because if not, he's gonna show the people the content that I'm making. Now, if you write agreements and they can't show it and whatnot, trust and believe that that business owner that wrote in a contract agreement saying, yo, you can't show my work to nobody, he's still getting hit up through other people that likes his damn content because you created it as the artist of his company, being a videographer, and they're doing what? His people, he's getting left and right, like, yo, boom, 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 these people. And then he thinks in his head, yo, I gotta pay this dude right, I gotta pay her right, yo. They keep, yo, we making money, I'm getting seen. And trust me, this is one of the reasons why you cannot go down on your price for what you're servicing this person as if you evaluated them the way you need to evaluate them. Because on the flip side, when he gets all of this, or they get all of these accolades, they then do what? They start hearing all this and they're like, yo, like I said, I got to pay him more, or I've already paid him and I got to make sure, we do another round of this because, yo, I'm loving this and I'm getting more clients in the door. I'm talking to more people. People are coming to talk to me, and they love that. When people starting to come to talk to them about what they're doing right, that's easy money in their pockets. So you have made it this far in the video. Now I'm going to bring these two entities together like I did before, but I'm going to tell you a little bit more. And this is what happened to me. Now, as you being the artist of a founder, and you're creating the visual perception on how a company is being seen, one thing that you have to understand, and this is from both perspectives, as being the artist, you got to understand that you cannot just be painting the brush for somebody that isn't truly ready to transform. I learned this the hard way. Second, the founder has to be truly ready to take his life to the next arena or the next level based on him transforming and being truly who he needs to be in front of the camera. Because if he or she is not ready, it is only going to highlight, the artist is only going to highlight what's already wrong with them. So, what I'm ultimately wanting to say to the artist and the founder is that the artist has to be ready and has to really ask the right questions to be in the right frequency themselves to understand, like, yo, I can't just be shooting everybody out here. Because if I start to shoot everybody, I'm just making pointless content. This goes back into why you need to be creating assets. An asset, as we know, compounds over time. And it's not making a whole bunch of content. It could be content that's one piece of content that's been broken up, but it's still, it came from an asset. Flip it on the founder side, the owner. They must be ready to transform and be ready for the attention that's coming when they start building these assets with the artist that they have now hired. When you couple these two energies together, and they're both in the right frequencies and they understand their roles, you will create something that will scale beyond what you even fathom it to be. Founders, if you have someone that is painting the picture of your business in the most beautiful way, and they're getting you the clients and they're getting you the leads in the door, give them equity in your company. Write up a contract or something. Give them some type of equity or ownership. Artist, if you're working with a founder, there is no reason that you should not be asking that if you're getting them leads in the door and you've been doing this for over years with them. You have to think bigger. And a lot of videographers, or I would say artists, don't understand business, but they work with business owners. And I'm the catalyst in between that because I've done this for a long time. And that's why I'm making this video, is that I want you artists to start understanding that you have to ask for more, but you also have to perform. Not just, oh yeah, give me 30 videos. Make your 30 videos come from 5 assets and see what happens. So I know that was a lot, but I want you to rewatch this, or I want you to send this to an artist or a founder so they understand. Please subscribe down below. Also, if you're a founder or if you are a videographer, which is an artist to me, click the link below. It's going to dial you in on how you can tell better stories. Now, the reason why I'm giving this to both of you is because videographers, a lot of them just make content. They don't understand that if they were dialing in on the assets that their client needs to make, they would not have to worry about making a lot of content. Then from the founder side, you need to understand if you tell your story better, more strong, more present, more understanding. If you understand those things and you're putting that energy on camera with the right visuals, the right core video assets, you would be getting a plethora amount of conversation, a plethora amount of attention, a plethora amount of leads coming your way. Click the link below if you want to dive more into my ecosystem on how you can figure all of that out. Or if you want to get in contact with me, you can do that also too. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the re-up on the other side.